Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask Aubri, where you ask me the hard questions, the juicy questions, the questions that you should be asking your man or your girl, and you ask them anonymously. Okay? And today I'm with a special guest, y'all. Y'all will never guess who I'm with. I am with Tabitha Brown, y'all. Say hello, Tabitha. Hello there. How you? What? I'm doing good. I'm doing really good, Tabitha. Cause you know that's my business. Like that. Well, I wasn't. Right, it's your business. Right, it's my business. Like that. Well, this has been my time.
What
so
you
I'm
mean?
gonna go.
You gonna go?
Yes,
go on,
I'm
Tabitha.
gonna go. Okay.
Go on.
All right, bye, y'all.
All right.
Y'all don't go up messing nobody else's
Oh,
you can't mess up your own.
Tabitha,
Or
please.
whatever the fuck.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all be blessed.
Tabitha,
Okay.
get out.
I'm leaving.
Get out.
I'm
Okay.
leaving.
Y'all, that was Tabitha Brown. Give it up for Tabitha Brown. That
interview cost me $1,000.
We all love Tabitha Brown. Thank you for visiting the studio, girl. We look forward to seeing you next time. We're gonna have Maya Angelou. Hello there. You know Maya Angelou's voice ain't nothing but a aged Tabitha Brown. Hello there. How are you? I know why the caged vegan sings. Do you? Don't she be sounding like that though?
Hello there.
Girl, what? Let's hop into this Ask Aubri, okay? I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited, all right? All right, so as you know, you can write me in whenever you want to, and you do not have to include your name or whatever, because this is totally confidential. It is totally ambiguous, and we're just here for a good time, baby. A good time. All right, let's get into it. I'm excited. All right. Hey, Aubri, I could really use some advice. Bitch, that's what we're here for. I recently received an opportunity to go to Africa for 3 months to pursue my dream. All right. Yeah, that's nice. I'm a producer and I have an opportunity to film a project. Okay. Film has been my life and something I've been passionate about since I was a kid. I've been working so hard to get to this point. This is where things get tricky. Okay. I've been with my boyfriend for the past few years. Things have been rocky lately and we haven't been on the same page. I moved out 3 weeks ago. Okay. As soon as I moved out, I found out I was pregnant. The next day is when I got the call about Africa. Oh, Jesus. I haven't told my boyfriend about the baby or me going to Africa. Okay. I'm annoyed as fuck that I'm pregnant. I never wanted to be a mom, at least not right now. I'm still pissed off at my boyfriend and I don't want to be in a relationship with him anymore. I've considered getting an abortion and not even telling him. I recently caught him with someone else and I'm just over it. Damn, girl. I know I should tell him, but I don't want to. If I keep this baby, I won't be able to go to Africa and pursue my dreams. Should I keep the baby and tell him or just get an abortion and move on with my life? I know either decision would be a lot to deal with, but I'm just confused. Girl, so am I. Let's call your granny. Get your granny on the line and let's see what she thinks. Now, girl, if you don't keep that goddamn kid, let me raise it. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. I want you to find the steepest hill, the highest staircase, and on a rainy day, I want you to thrust yourself off the steepest ledge, the sharpest end of that staircase. And if you got your kid at the end of the day, baby, it's meant. No, I'm just playing. Oh, Lord. Okay, here's what you should do. And hear me out. Instead of aborting the baby, abort the boyfriend. And baby, you don't need no clinic for that. All you need is a good shotgun, a good Beretta, and your cousin Nunu. And baby, your boyfriend who? Boyfriend who? Okay, all right. Let's be serious. Okay, in all honesty, if it were me, baby, I would have got that shmortion yesterday. I'd have been on the way to the clinic asking Aubri, baby. I would have asked Aubri, do you think I did the right thing? Because, baby, If men could conceive and bear children, there would be a smorshmortion clinic on every corner. Hand to God. Do you see how common Western Unions are? McDonald's and Taco Bell's. And when I tell you, you can go into the CVS and get one. $65 a pop if you got insurance. $2.75 if you don't. I don't know. That how much are smorshmortions? They're probably expensive. You know, actually, story time. I actually know how much an abortion is. I paid for one before. You be like, what are you talking about out there? I ain't gonna say who, a family member got pregnant by a guy that, first of all, she had one child. And I had a dream that that child was coming. And I was like, are you pregnant? And she was like, no. She looked at me crazy because she actually was. And God shows me a lot of things. And I was like, I think that you're having a baby. And my mother had the same dream. And I was like, and me and my mom sync up on dreams sometimes. We're just gifted like that, I guess. And come to find out, our family member did have a child, and it was a girl, just the way I predicted it. Like, I just, sometimes something about me, I know the sex of a baby, and I know if you're pregnant or not. I don't know how I know that, but I just do. So this next come around, my family member was pregnant again. And the thing is, she was pregnant by a guy that was actually staying at her mother's house. They were all sleeping. No, I think she was pregnant again by her. Who was she pregnant by? She was pregnant by somebody that wasn't no good. That's all I can say. Craziness, craziness. You know, when you have one child, this is for the mothers out there or the grandmothers. If your daughter has a child and she's still out there hot pussy popping in the streets, and she brings her child to you and you take care of that child, best believe your daughter is going to have another baby. 9 times out of 10. Because she has not experienced what it is to be a mother. So if that's just kind of like your little cousin, your little sister in a way, because your mama taking care of her, you're going to have another one because having a child is not that hard. My mama's helping me raise this one. I'll have another one. Harsh realities give you a mental check, and it makes you not want to go out there and be as irresponsible, especially if you do not have a solid familial structure to even bring that child up, to rear that child, because it's ideally it's best to raise your child in a household with 2 parents, if not just for the reason that it's easier. Because having children and raising children is fucking hard. So I'm going to tell y'all, she got pregnant again, and she hadn't even graduated from high school because she dropped out. I can't remember how old she was. But I was like, you know what? To give you a new start, because I know you don't want to even have this child, I'll pay for it. And she took a long time to make up her mind and stuff like that. And the price kept going up, going up, going up. So I ended up giving her $800 to pay for her operation. So I actually paid for a smorshmortion. And the thing is, this dumb, you know what, I'm going to shut up. I don't want to talk about my family member like that. But this little reckless heifer went out there and got pregnant again. And this time, I was shown the child. But I was like, the child is not going to be carried to term. Something is going to happen. I don't see this happening. And why I found out that another one of my family members paid for this promotion this time. So this girl done had 2 smorshmortions paid by 2 different people. And I guess that's what it took for her not to have any more children, because she has just 1 child right now. Just 1, thankfully. And the child is about to be in regular school. But the thing is, my family member's life is still not where it could be. You get grace to get another chance and you don't elevate your life, then I fault you. Because if you bring life into this world in any type of way, they say you're pregnant, whatever. If you choose to bring your life in a different direction, you need to make that life count. You need to make your life count. Because I feel like if a child is supposed to be here, they'll come back. I know that sounds very kind of like, they come back. What the fuck are you talking about? But I feel like certain spirits are meant to inhabit certain vessels and are meant to be expressed through certain vessels. Because for instance, I have a friend, she's had several smushmortions because she was being reckless. But she kept getting pregnant. I'm like, girl, what? And this baby kept trying to come into this world through her. And she finally said, okay. So she had the child. And this wasn't through a reckless act. It was really with somebody that she was with, a boyfriend. But she said, okay, we can do it. And they've been raising that child and he's great for them. In this situation, I say examine the facts. Examine the truths outside of how you feel. Is your boyfriend going to be a provider? Is he going to be able to raise your child and care for your child? Because some men are not great boyfriends or husbands, but they are excellent fathers. Conversely, some men are excellent husbands and boyfriends, and they are terrible fathers. You have to look at what's going on here. I say examine that and make your decision based on that, because partnership is everything when it comes to raising a child. I have a friend that got pregnant and she was thinking about having a procedure too. And the guy she got pregnant by was like, no, I want my kid. I want my kid. And did not really help raise the child. Now, he helped care for the child, but he did not help raise the kid like that. And there is a difference, because care involves, in my opinion, clothes on your back, food on your table, all the necessities that a person needs to survive, basically. But to thrive, to really be something of value and be a great mind in this world that we live in, to actually be able to think in a progressive, powerful way, be able to have agency over your life and over your body, to even be able to pee the right way, you need to be able to be raised. And she was doing most of the raising. She taught the little boy how to pee. She taught the little boy how to recite his ABCs, manners, all of these things, these qualities that really are indelible upon the personality of a person. She taught him these things. But the thing is, her dude turns around and be like, oh, I want another kid. I want a girl. For what? Why do you want another? I think a lot of people get caught up in ego when it comes to children. They romanticize the fact that, oh, this little me is running around here. Please save it for a rainy day and a steep staircase, baby, because I don't want to hear it. I ain't having no kids if you will not help me raise this child and you will not help me care for this child. It needs to be a double fold situation. And the thing is, like, if you know that you are at odds with the person that you're with, sometimes care may trump the raising of a child, because you like, oh, I know I can input these qualities into this person, because to rear a child and to make them be a productive citizen and somebody that really contributes to the world, that's a muscle that a lot of people do not know how to flex, because they're not right themselves. They're not even that great. They're not even good seeds in good ground. You know, that even brings me into, what is his ground like? Is he fertile ground? We know you fertile, baby. But is he fertile ground? And when I mean, like, is he good ground? Because some people ain't good to procreate with just for the fact that they ain't good people. That family tree is crooked. and wicked. And you got to be conscious about who you procreate with. Because some of these children coming out and generationally cursed already. It's already something against them. And they don't even know it. Now, children don't have to live out these pathologies, but there are some things that are within the bloodstream that are passed down genetically. If you really look at it, stress is even passed down genetically. From our forefathers, from being in crazy situations, and you come out through the womb and these babies already have these predispositions to certain things, and they're already leaned in certain ways. It's interesting to say the least, but you have to take these things into consideration when you want to have progeny out in the world. Like you got to think about it. You got to think about it. And you have an opportunity to go to Africa and really have your life be set up. If it were me, I would get the procedure. I would get the procedure because I know what I would put into my life after this thing. And you might need to, if you have access to therapy, get that too. Because either way it go, you're probably going to need some therapy. Because children take up a lot of time. They do. And so does grief. And so does guilt. They occupy a lot of time. They weigh a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. And one will last longer. One will be more of an albatross around your neck than the other, if you really think about it. Because people carry grief, shame, and resentment for 30, 40 years. People only really have to take care of a child 20 years at the most, if they really got their shit together. You never really stop caring about a child, but they're of an adult, they get their own thing. They move and groove, and you'll move out of that space of resentment. I don't know. You may move out of that space. I cannot tell you, because there's a lot of parents that have 30, 40-year-olds and they still can't stand their kids because they halted their career. They could not be who they wanted to be. Or then they try to live vicariously through their children because they didn't go pursue their dreams because they got pregnant. Either way it goes, you're going to have to find peace with whichever path you take. You're going to have to find peace in it. So for me, the most peace would come from getting the shmashmorshin, because I know that it wasn't the right time, it wasn't the right place, it wasn't the right person. And I am saving my child from a lot of heartache. I'm saving myself from a lot of heartache. And when I am ready to have a child, I'm going to be responsible and do it the way in which I feel most comfortable. And if I am not able to bear children after this, I'm not going to make myself feel guilty because I decided not to have a child beforehand, because you just never know. But in this now moment, I will make the best decision for me at this now moment. And I would move forward, and I would go to Africa. I sure would. And I would not let my boyfriend know anything. If, in fact, you do decide to have the shmorshmorshin, do not go back to your boyfriend. Do not reopen that chapter. It's a no-go. That man is dead to you, just like your baby. No, I'm just playing. That was horrible. Oh, my God. That was a bad joke. But that man is dead to you. You understand me? Dead. Okay? So, I think that's all the advice I got. Oh my God. I cannot believe I just said, but I'm keeping it. Because this is the Aubri show. This is Ask Aubri. And you asked me, and that's what it is. That's what I say. I am pro-life. I am pro-choice. Baby, do what you got to do. And in these days and age, baby, you might have to go to the witch doctor and get it taken care of, or you might have to visit them steps on a rainy day, because I don't know how you gonna get it, because they done banned it all over this great state, all over this great country. You might have to go to Africa to get it. Lord, and baby, I don't want to get it over there. Shit, you might wind up. Never mind. I'm gonna shut the hell up. Don't get it in Africa. Don't get it in Africa. Baby, go to Wyoming. I think it's legal over there. Don't give me the line, though. Okay, this has been Ask Aubri. and this has been very ignorant, but I am just letting you know what I feel and how I feel about things. So you know what? Do what works best for you. And talk to your granny if she's still living. And if she's not still living, shoot, send your baby to go stay with her. She'll definitely raise it. And y'all will have a great reunion in the by and by. What you think about that? By and by, when the morning comes, my grandma raised my baby, 'cause I did not want a son. Ooh. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Bye, y'all. I got to go. Once again, thank you to my guest, Tabitha Brown, on this episode. She gave us some words of wisdom, didn't she? It was such a good. Okay. And also, this is all in jokes. Please don't take my advice literally. This is just my opinion. Girl, do what works best for you. Okay? Fellas, do what works best for y'all. Alright? And don't sue me. Thank you. Okay. And also, these are just jokes. I don't mean to be insensitive to people who have experienced promotions. Even I have paid for one in the past. I've never knocked anybody up and had to go through that, but yeah, it's been a lot. Been a long time. All right, let me stop singing and let me get the hell up off here because I gotta get to work and I'm gonna be late. All right. So once again, this has been Ask Aubri, and I have had such a good time with y'all today. If y'all want more episodes, send me more questions at aubrioshea@gmail.com. That is AUBRIOSHAE. I be forgetting how to spell my own damn name sometimes because it's hard. I don't know why. Oh, Jesus. All right. AubrioShea@gmail.com, y'all. Email me. Send me my name. Send me my name, please. And yeah, thank you. And the season finale episode of the not the Ampersand podcast is going to be dropping next week for the new year, motherfuckers. Hey, because I think I'm gonna skip the last week and we're just gonna keep it popping. We're gonna keep it back. All right, y'all. Bye.